You're stuck. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack discipline. You're stuck because you're doing something that feels productive but is secretly killing you. You're searching for the truth about your life. Is my relationship toxic? Is my career going anywhere? Am I wasting my time? You analyze, you journal, you ask friends, you scroll Reddit threads at 2 a.m. looking for someone who gets it, and you find nothing, just more confusion. Here's the sick part. The more you search, the more lost you get. Because you're using a broken map, you think the truth is out there, buried like a fossil, waiting to be discovered. But quantum physicists figured out 100 years ago that this is biologically impossible. What if I told you there's no truth to find? What if the confusion you feel isn't a bug, it's a feature? What if your brain is stuck in wave mode and you just need to learn how to collapse it? Stay with me. This gets wild. The enemy is the archaeological myth of truth. We were taught, think hard enough, analyze long enough. The truth reveals itself. Most people live their entire lives like archaeologists, digging, searching, coming up empty. But here's what they don't tell you in school. In quantum mechanics, there's a principle, the observer effect. Before you look at a particle, it's not a thing. It's a wave, pure potential, chaos. The moment you observe it with an instrument, the wave collapses into a particle, a fixed reality. Here's the kicker. You don't discover the particle. You create it. Your life works the same way. That confusing relationship, that stagnant career, it's not something, it's a wave. Pure, undefined energy, no inherent meaning. And if you keep searching for what it really is, you'll stay paralyzed forever. Because the truth doesn't exist until you collapse it. So here's the protocol. 5 steps. This is how you stop being an archaeologist and become a quantum physicist of your own life. Skip one of these and you'll fall back into wave mode. Guaranteed. Step 1. The wave recognition protocol. Stop asking, what is this? Start asking, what isn't this? The confusion you feel? That's not a problem to solve. It's data. It's your brain telling you, this situation is still in wave mode. Here's what you do. Grab a piece of paper, right at the top. Wave zone. List every area of your life where you feel confused, anxious, or stuck. Examples: my relationship, my career direction, whether I should move cities. Do not try to solve them, just list them. This exercise takes 90 seconds. Why does this work? Your prefrontal cortex hates undefined states. It burns glucose like crazy trying to figure it out. By externalizing the chaos, you stop wasting mental energy on phantom problems. You're not solving, you're mapping. Now that you've identified the wave, here's where most people screw up. Step 2, the anti-archaeology pause. The worst thing you can do right now? Keep digging. Stop reading articles. Stop asking for advice. Stop journaling about your feelings. The masses think more information equals clarity. You know better. Here's the tool. For each item on your wave zone list, write 3 words. No data mode. Then set a 48-hour ban on all analysis of this topic. No podcasts. No therapy venting. No midnight Google spirals. If someone asks you about it, I'm in a research blackout. Why does this work? Your brain has 2 networks, the default mode network, the DMN, and the task positive network. The DMN activates during rumination. It's the what does it all mean spiral. By forcing a pause, you starve the DMN. You create space for the next step. Because here's what you're about to do instead. And this is the part that changes everything. Step 3, the concept selection exercise. You're not going to find the right answer. You're going to invent the measurement tool. In quantum physics, the instrument determines the outcome. In life, the concept you choose becomes the reality. This is called the tri-frame method. Pick one item from your wave zone list. Write down 3 different concepts you could use to measure it. Example, let's say your career feels stagnant. Concept A, strategic rest, collapse. Result, I'm recharging for the next phase. Concept B, career death spiral, collapse. Result, I'm trapped and failing. Concept C, skill incubation period, collapse. Result, I'm silently leveling up. Do not ask which is true. They're all true, or none. It doesn't matter. Ask, which concept serves my next move? Why does this work? Your reticular activating system, the RAS, filters reality based on preset priorities. Choose strategic rest, and your brain will highlight evidence of rest. Choose death spiral, and it'll find decay. You're not discovering. You're programming the filter. Okay, you've got your concept. Now comes the hardest part. Step 4, the active collapse declaration. Thinking it isn't enough. Writing it isn't enough. You have to announce the collapse out loud, like a physicist recording an observation. If you skip this, the wave stays fuzzy. You'll second guess yourself in 48 hours. Here's the tool, the observer statement. Stand up. Say this sentence structure out loud. I am observing situation through the concept of chosen frame. This is now what it is. Example, I am observing my career pause through the concept of strategic rest. This is now what it is. Say it 3 times. Record it on your phone if you need to. This sounds insane. Do it anyway. Why does this work? Vocalization activates the motor cortex and auditory feedback loop. Your brain treats spoken declarations as external reality, not just internal thought. You're literally collapsing the wave by making the observation official. Now, here's the trap everyone falls into after the collapse. Step 5, the data filtering rule. After you collapse the wave, contradictory data will flood in. Your brain will say, but what about that time when, but my friend said, but the article I read, ignore it, all of it. You're not being ignorant, you're being scientific. Here's the tool, the particle lock protocol. For the next 7 days, you operate under one rule. If it doesn't fit the concept, it doesn't exist. Example, you chose strategic rest for your career? Evidence of rest? Real? Evidence of failure? Noise? Discard? Keep a note on your phone. Only concept data counts. Why does this work? In quantum mechanics, once the particle is observed, the wave function doesn't kind of collapse. It's binary. Your brain needs the same commitment. Waffling between interpretations keeps you in superposition, paralyzed. By filtering ruthlessly, you solidify the new reality. Neural pathways strengthen. The concept becomes your operating system. Do this for 7 days, and something weird happens. Your entire identity shifts. You're not a truth seeker anymore. You're a reality architect. Most people spend their lives reacting to the truth they think they found. You now understand. There is no archaeology, only construction. You don't ask, what is my life? You ask, what am I building with this moment? Here's what happens in your brain. Your anterior cingulate cortex, the ACC, the part that detects conflict, stops firing. Because there's no conflict, you collapse the wave. The uncertainty is gone. You're no longer anxious, you're certain. Because certainty isn't discovered, it's declared. The average person will never learn this. They'll spend 80 years digging for bones that don't exist. But you just learned how to bend reality. In the world, there is nothing but the world itself. Any knowledge about it is already something third, a created truth. You don't find your life, you collapse it. Stop digging, start observing. The wave is waiting. Pick your concept.